3, 2, 1. What's going on, everybody? Hope everybody's having a great day today. I know I am. It's been a while, but today I'm back, and today we're going to talk about Super Bowl 54, which is being played in Miami, where the 49ers and the Chiefs are going to be. And, man, before we start, I just got to say that this season has been, crazy season with Antonio Brown, Mahomes getting hurt, Saquon Barkley getting hurt. But I gotta say, this is probably going to be the best game this season, in my opinion, just because of when you look at these two teams, they're just electrifying both on offense. And the 49ers defense is, they have a great defense. But let's talk about, for right now, the 49ers offense and the Chiefs offense. So, for the 49ers, they have the expatriate Jimmy Garoppolo, who was going to be the starter for Tom Brady, but they ended up trading him to the 49ers a couple years back, gave him a huge contract that broke NFL records at the time. And, it's paid off. The guy can throw the ball really, really well, and he's been carrying this team. I've been very impressed. So, this season, Jimmy Garoppolo has thrown for 3,978 yards, 27 touchdowns, and 13 picks. That's pretty good. Considering that, the running game for the 49ers has just been very, very dominant, very consistent, and Jimmy Garoppolo is still able to put up these type of numbers is good. That's really good, actually. But then when we look at Patrick Mahomes, Patrick Mahomes. Last season, he was the NFL MVP. He had 50 touchdowns last year. And, the guy, he could just throw it everywhere across the field. He'd do no-look passes, and he would, do sidearm passes in between defenders. It was insane. And I know he's been hurt this season. He got hurt around the beginning to the middle of the season. But he's still been very, very, very impressive. He had 4,000 yards. He had 26 touchdowns, 5 picks. And that's really good, especially when you just came off of an ankle injury. Most players can't even, get past 3,800 yard mark, and yet Patrick Mahomes is still able to throw for 4,000 yards with missing 3 weeks. It's very, I can't really express my praise for Patrick Mahomes. He's just so electrifying, man. I think the Super Bowl he's going to ball out in the Super Bowl. Now, last year, the Kansas City Chiefs, they made it to the AFC Championship, lost to New England Patriots. Patriots ended up winning the Super Bowl that year. But this Chiefs offense this year, they've been more consistent. I'm not going to lie. Mahomes and the running game and, just the offensive line in general. They've all really been able to piece it together. I know the offensive line got hurt, but they're all back. Mahomes was able to pass the ball still consistently, putting up high numbers every game, 3 touchdowns, 4 touchdowns, 300 yards. And I gotta say, Travis Kelce, he was a big contributor to this. Travis Kelce, arguably the best tight end, if not the second best tight end in the NFL. Had another 1,000 season. It's good for him. And he's been great for the past, 3, 4, or 5 years. He consistently, he's a rack guy. He really is. He knows how to run routes. He can break tackles. He can get the yards when you need him the most. And he does have a really, really spunky attitude. And, it's always good to have a tight end with some personality. But besides that, the Chiefs, I think they may have a bit of a hard time. When you look at the 49ers defense, you have Richard Sherman, DeForest Buckner, Nick Bosa. Their defensive line is stacked. And, it doesn't help very much when their secondary, and mainly Richard Sherman, is back there just playing zones like nobody's business. This guy, let's just face it, he is a zone corner, and he's able to get the job done when you need him to. He's been a baller for 10 years, 11 years, and he's still going at it, man. Richard Sherman. I'm a big fan of Richard Sherman, and this is really impressive. But Patrick Mahomes is going to have an issue. The offensive line of the Chiefs, it's good, but not great. And you're going up against the second best defense in the NFL in the 49ers. We're just going to have to see. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game, but it could be pretty rough. I'm not going to lie, man. Anyway, let's move on to the 49ers offense. So, 49ers offense, they have the second or first best tight end, along with Travis Kelce, who's on the Chiefs. They have George Kittle. George Kittle's very young, a lot of potential, and man, the guy can block. I mean, he blocks like it's nobody's business, like Richard Sherman covers like it's nobody's business. The guy, he's not afraid to make contact with these pass rushers on defense, and it's just shown time and time again every single game. And I think he's going to be a main contributor in this game. You know, Jimmy Garoppolo, he may be forced to pass the ball. When you look at the Chiefs' defense, I mean, they haven't been that good at the beginning of the season, but they've really become a very strong unit, clutch unit. And when I think of the Chiefs' defense and what Jimmy Garoppolo's going to have to go up against, I think of Chris Jones and Tyrann Mathieu, the Honey Badger. Of all people, Honey Badger, he's been on the Cardinals, he's been on the Texans, and he was a free agent, went to the Chiefs, and this season he's balled out, man. I'm not going to lie, especially in the playoffs. He's been able to, I mean, he's just whacking guys. I haven't seen a guy be this clutch in the playoffs for a while. Besides Richard Sherman, obviously, but Tyrann Mathieu, I mean, he has a very good chance of being the defensive MVP if he just is consistent, or defensive MVP in the Super Bowl, or most valuable player, if he's just stays consistent, keeps to his assignments, and just dominates. I mean, the guy has dominated. As you see right here, I mean, he just makes tackles behind the line of scrimmage. It's impressive, man. As a corner / safety, this is something that really, really, really I like to see. And let's not forget that he's able to, lay guys out. And you need that in the defensive back. But, the 49ers have a great running game. But I think the Chiefs are going to be able to figure that out. I think Jimmy Garoppolo is going to have to throw the ball more than he has for most of these games. Mainly because the Chiefs played Derrick Henry. They shut him down. Derrick Henry had he's past Terrell Davis for most rushing yards, which is insane because Terrell Davis is a Hall of Famer. And, I think the Chiefs are going to win the Super Bowl, mainly just because I think of their preparation, coaching. I mean, you have the Walrus at head coach, Andy Reid. He went to the Super Bowl with the Eagles. He's coached a lot of guys who are now head coaches in the NFL. I mean, it's gonna be something that I want to see. I want to see the Chiefs succeed, and I think they're gonna be able to succeed. But it really all depends on if they shut down this 49ers running, because if they don't do that, they're gonna have issues. Jimmy Garoppolo is gonna have to keep looking at George Kittle, Emmanuel Sanders, Mostert. I mean, we'll see. It's hard to tell, but it'll be a good game. I think it'll be a high scoring game. Probably, I think the Chiefs are going to win by 3. That's what I've heard from a lot of people. But we'll see. Now the 49ers offensive line, superb. They've been building up their offensive line for a while now. Gotta say, they've been blocking well. But what out of these two teams do I think is going to be the deciding factor out of everything? And I just gotta say, it's going to be offense. I'm curious to see if Patrick Mahomes can get the job done. I mean, he's come back from games 2-3 times before, but This is the Super Bowl, man, and you got to stay on top of it. I'm not saying that Patrick Mahomes won't do it, but I'm saying that he's got to be on top of his game. He usually is. I know he usually is, but I mean, we'll see. If you guys like this video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe, comment down in the comments down below. Let me know what you like, what you didn't like, and make sure to follow my social media, Twitter, Instagram. I post constantly on Twitter and Instagram just about NFL news, current stuff that's going on. And, I hope you guys have a great day. Hope you like this. I want to continue to do this. This is honestly super fun for me. I could really use everybody's support. And, tell your friends about this channel. I really want this channel to grow. I want it to become something bigger than what it is right now. And I hope you guys have a great day. I'll see you later.